Hey guys, how are you? I'm back again with a new video, and this time I filmed a get ready with me for Valentine's Day, and it's just very simple. I just kept the eyes minimal and did a nice gold shadow. And yeah, let's jump right into the video. First off, I'm using the NYX pencil to fill in my eyebrows. It's very affordable. It's only $5 and it works just like the brow wiz. I like to use a light hand when filling in my eyebrows because I don't like them way too bold. I just don't think that really looks nice. You want to make sure to brush out your eyebrows so you can get a soft look. One of my favorite spoolies is the Anastasia Brow Wiz pencil. It has the best spoolie. I'm now going to use the Laura Mercier concealer. It's in dark and it's so good. It's super thick, so it's very good at covering little hairs that might be sticking out. And I'm using a concealer that's not too light, that way it doesn't give me that halo effect on my eyebrows. Prime my eyes, I'm going to be using MAC's Painterly Paint Pot. This is one of my favorite primers, even better than the Urban Decay primer. It's so good. It'll make your eyeshadows last all day without budging. Just make sure that you use a light hand and don't put too much of it. After blending the paint pot in, I like to do a shadow that's very similar in skin tone to me, just so everything is set into place and the other colors don't just grab on into certain spots, because that could happen if you don't lay a base shadow down. Now I'm just going to highlight my eyebrows with a bone color. In this part my camera died and I had to restart again, but I already had some eyeshadow on. All I used was an orange shadow from the Kat Von D palette, and now I'm just adding a dark brown to the outer corner and just blending it all out. I think my ring light was a little too bright, so you don't see the colors as intensely, but next time I'll make sure I'll get it right. So I'm just taking my paint pot again on a flat, dense brush, and I'm going to carve out my eyelids. And then I'm going to apply this gold shadow. By doing so, it makes the shadow pop up so much more and it looks way better. This shadow is from the Violet Voss palette. It's the holy grail that everybody is in love with. I got it one time when I went to IMATS. I was so lucky to get it because I know it was sold out everywhere. Next, I'm just going to be taking a small detailed brush and just blending that all away just to get a more precise line. And as I blend, I pick up a little bit of the shadow that I already placed on my crease. Here I'm just going to outline basically the cat eye shape that I'm going to do. And I'm just using a little bit of black shadow and a pointed brush. You just want to blend it out a little bit just so it can give you a nice smoky effect underneath your wing liner. For my wing liner, I use the Inglot 77. It's so good. It will last all day without budging. You can cry. It's kind of hard to take off at the end of the day, but it's so good. Now let's move on to the face. I'm going to be priming my face with the Dr.Brandts Pores No More. It's so good if you have enlarged pores or any texture on your face. It works at evening out everything, and it gives you just a shield also for when you cake on all that makeup. It protects your skin from any breakouts or anything like that, which is great. It does give you like a white cast onto your skin, so I wouldn't recommend wearing this by yourself, like with no foundation over it. But I like to use this underneath my foundation. For my foundation today, I blended the Nars Luminous Silk foundation and also the Makeup Forever. I feel like it gives me the perfect amount of coverage and it matches perfectly with my skin. My favorite thing to use to blend in my foundation is the Beauty Blender, the original one. I hate any of the other ones that they have came out with because they're always so stiff. I always say go for the original Beauty Blender. Now I'm just concealing my under eye circles with this LA Girl Pro Concealer. It's in the shade, I think, Cool Tan, but I'll link that in the description just in case I'm wrong. And I really love this concealer. It's super affordable. It's like only, you can get it for $3 sometimes. Sometimes they have it in Ricky's, and also if you order it from, what's this store online? Even from LA Girl online, it comes out super cheap and affordable. Over that, I like to use a lighter concealer and it'll just brighten up my face so much more. And I don't like to use too much of this because it's a really pale color, so I don't want to look like a ghost. Just want to make sure that you blend it in well so it's not streaky or anything. Now I'm just setting my face with the MAC Studio Fix powder. Now to set the concealer that I applied before, I'm going to be using a super affordable translucent powder. It's the CoverGirl. I don't know exactly the name of it to the color, but it's so good. It's just like the Laura Mercier one, but basically $30 less. Just make sure to pack it on really well underneath the eyes. And I don't like to let it sit for too long because I feel like it creates a very odd texture to my face. So with this same translucent powder, I like to start contouring my nose a bit. I do 2 lines down the sides of my nose and 1 directly in the middle. That way, when I lay the darker color to contour my nose, it's easier to blend out. To contour my cheekbones, I am using the Kat Von D Shade and Light palette. It's so good and actually works with my skin tone. Here I'm just using the middle shade. I'll link it down below exactly what color that is. And then to sharpen the look up a little bit, I like to apply some of the translucent powder underneath my cheekbones. Make sure to blend all of the powder away from your face, and I like to go back in with the one that I use to set my face with the MAC Studio Fix powder, just so it can give me a better look and it's not giving me a white cast. To contour my nose, these are my holy grail brushes. These are so perfect and make nose contouring so easy. And yeah, it's pretty simple. You just want to make sure to blend in those lines very well. If not, it's too obvious. Now to add some more color back onto my face, I'm just going to be bronzing up my cheekbones a bit. This is an orange shade. It's not too orange, but it's perfect for bronzing. Then I like to highlight using the Anastasia Beverly Hills Glow Kit. I'm using the gold one. And then over that, I'm using Becca's Opal, and it's so beautiful. Look at that glow. You just want to highlight your cheekbones, your chin a little bit, on the tops of your forehead, and down the bridge of your nose, all of those areas. So I learned that if you highlight first and then apply your blush, it gives you such a perfect look. Everything looks so much more blended. And when I highlight my nose, I basically just do like a little exclamation mark. That's like one of the best ways to do it, so it doesn't just look way too bright and just make your nose look bigger. So I wasn't able to catch me putting on my lashes or my lip gloss, but here's the finished look. I really hope you guys enjoyed my video, and please stay tuned for the new videos to come, and I hope you guys enjoy your Valentine's Day. And if you don't have a date, don't worry, it'll still be fun.